It's NBC 26 at 10. Officials in Sheboygan County identify the pilot killed in a crash. Plus, in Los Angeles, a suspect turns himself in after holding people hostage at a store. And Ashwaubenon officials looking for this man who they say robbed a cash store. We're following up on the plane crash in Sheboygan Falls where the pilot died. Officials have identified him as 50-year-old Martin Tibbetts from Michigan. They say the plane crashed into a farm and then caught fire, also injuring 2 workers. The community still in shock a day later. NBC 26's Juliana Falk has people's reaction from Sheboygan County.
Mo, some neighbors say they didn't even hear the crash, but when they saw all the emergency vehicles and smoke, they knew something was wrong.
It's just awful.
Authorities say Tibbetts was the only one who died in the crash. 2 farm workers in the building were injured.
They're actually feeding cattle in the calves in the building where the plane came through and were hit by the airplane as it came through the building.
Officials say they are being treated for injuries. They add dozens of cattle were also killed.
It's farm life. And something like that just falling out of the sky on you is a little concerning, I guess, and a little upsetting when something like that happens.
It's tragic, especially when it's so close to town and it's somebody's livelihood, and you know, a lot of people know about it and they could see it.
Sheboygan Falls Fire Chief Bob Kripline, who grew up on the farm, responded to the call yesterday.
As bad as it was, it could have been a lot worse.
The NTSB is handling the investigation at this time.
The NTSB says a preliminary report will be available in 5 days. I'm Juliana Falk, NBC 26.
And police are looking for a suspect who they say robbed a cash store in Ashwaubenon. They say a man who was armed with a gun came into the store and demanded money. Ashwaubenon Public Safety describes the man as 5'10", weighing about 180 to 200 pounds, possibly white or Hispanic. They say he fled off in a black getaway car with dark windows. And staying in Ashwaubenon, burning laundry bags caused thousands of dollars worth of damage at Bates Howell in Ashwaubenon. Ashwaubenon Public Safety also says this happened just after midnight. When crews got there, they say there was heavy smoke inside. Those bags were attached to a conveyor system. No injuries have been reported. Well, switching gears now, a gloomy starts the weekend, but when will it end? Let's check in with meteorologist Gino Recchia. Gino.
Yeah, Mo, probably not the best start to the weekend, although we kind of did need the rainfall. But temperatures today were below average. Highs in the mid and lower 70s for most of us. Farther inland, where there were some peaks of sunshine, highs were in the upper 70s. Our average high for this time of year is 80 degrees, so we were quite a bit cooler than just a few days ago. Here's where the rain showers are moving in from the east and northeast, moving down to the southwest. We'll continue to see the threat of the showers overnight tonight, but we are expecting some dry weather in that forecast, the full forecast in just a bit.
All right, Gino, thank you. And new tonight, police say a shooting suspect who barricaded himself inside a store in Los Angeles is now in custody. They say he handcuffed himself before walking out of Trader Joe's tonight. LA officials say one woman was found dead inside. What we do know so far is a teenage suspect rushed into the store after crashing his car during a police chase. Several people were held hostage during a standoff, but he did let some go. And on to some local news now. Marinette County officials say one man is dead after they say he crashed into a tree. Officials say it happened after 2 in the morning on County Trunk P, just west of US 141 in the town of Beaver. According to the county coroner, the man died on scene. Right now, his name is not being released. The county says this is the 5th traffic fatality they've seen this year. And also there have been 2 confirmed earthquakes in Waupaca County. This coming from the United States Geological Survey. They say it happened on July 7th and the 15th, just 7.5 miles north of Iola. So far, there are no reports of any damages. Officials are investigating, though, other reports of earthquakes in the area. And with school starting back up soon, there's a demand for bus drivers. Today in Menasha was the Drive the Bus job fair hosted by Lamers Bus Line. Organizers say driver shortages are a serious issue for school bus companies this time of the year, and they have to hire drivers in a short amount of time.
If we could bring in 15 AM and PM route drivers for our Green Bay location, that would make us very comfortable. Our need for drivers usually just never ends.
And applicants will need a clean driving record, must be 21 years old and 4 years experience of driving any vehicle. And thousands of pilots from all around the world are getting ready to fly in for EAA AirVenture 2018 in Oshkosh. Leaders say it takes 200 full-time workers, 600 temporary workers, and nearly 5,000 volunteers to make AirVenture work. Last year, more than 500,000 people were at EAA. A study shows from UW Oshkosh last year the event brought in $170 million to Winnebago County and counties nearby, giving a boost to local businesses.
Oh, it's very beneficial. People come every single year. I've met people that have come here 20, 25, 30 years, and it's the same ones coming in over and over again.
And now, as you mentioned, it takes several hundred temporary workers to put on this event. Organizers say there was a small shortage this year, but don't feel it'll have an impact come showtime.
People's schedules change as they come and go, things like that, to have a little bit of padding built into that number. But once opening day comes, it's go time.
And EAA AirVenture kicks off on Monday morning. The Packers in the village of Ashwaubenon dedicated a roadway in honor of their former village president, Mike Albinger. Mike Albinger Way will run east to west between Ridge Road and True Lane. The street signs were unveiled yesterday. Albinger's widow, Annette, was also there, along with Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy.
We're really pleased to be able to do this. You know, Mike Albinger, he was phenomenal, great to work with, and you know, Titletown would not be here were it not for Mike.
And Albinger passed away in 2017 and served the village in several roles, including 3 terms as president. And the Sheboygan Police Department is asking for your help. They're raising money for their K9 program with K9 Bud. He's scheduled to retire this fall, and they need to find a replacement, which will cost $150,000. If you're interested in donating, just head to our website at NBC26.com. And also, still ahead on NBC 26 at 10, we'll take you to Hayward, where more than 100 lumberjacks are vying for the big prize in the annual Lumberjack World Championships. First, what's the weather going to look like for the rest of the weekend? Your forecast when we come back.
And now, your NBC 26 Storm Shield forecast with meteorologist Gino Recchia.
What a gloomy start to the weekend. We had cloudy skies, scattered rain showers. Not probably the best start that maybe you were hoping for being done with the work week. But tomorrow, we are expecting a little bit of improvement. Probably tomorrow morning, you're going to look out the window and say, well, not much has changed. But in the afternoon and evening, you'll start to notice it as the system finally moves out of the area. Right now, 68 degrees, winds out of the north at 15 miles per hour. We got a dew point at 65, so it is a bit humid outside right now. 71 in Shawano, also in Clintonville, 72 in Wapaka, 68 in Manitowoc, and 65 in Sister Bay right now, 66 in Menominee. Winds are coming in out of the north and northeast between about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So that breeze will continue overnight tonight and carrying over to tomorrow. So at least with the wind, it's feeling a little bit more pleasant outside. Dew points anywhere from lower 60s to mid and upper 60s. So if you take a look towards the chart, we are in that uncomfortable range right now, and that will be the case over the next couple of days. And also, we will be warming up, so it's going to start to feel more hot and humid come Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But some more comfortable weather will return Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Here's what the radar is showing right now. Scattered rain showers are moving across the area, and even farther towards our west, moving in from Michigan, additional rain showers are advancing towards our area. So for the time being, we will keep the chance of rain showers overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and even perhaps parts of the afternoon tomorrow as well. But as we take a closer look, it's not all widespread. Some areas are dry, other areas are seeing some light rain showers, and that's been the case all day long, and even yesterday and before yesterday as that system had moved through our area. But over the western part of the state, we are dry, and that's the dry air that it's working its way eastward from this high pressure. So that is going to shift this system out of the area. But you see this low pressure and the cold front off towards our west. That will be our next chance of showers and storms come Wednesday. But for the time being, this high pressure will bring in dry air by tomorrow evening and carry over Monday and Tuesday. Skycast shows scattered rain showers on and off overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Starting off cloudy in the morning hours, but watch what happens. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we start to see the clouds erode, and also with it, the chance of showers move out of the area. So that dry air finally moving in, and by tomorrow evening and into Monday, sunshine returns. So it looks like a nice start to the work week. Now, on top of what we saw for rainfall totals, it will be scattered. You'll see these little streaks here and there, and that's because of those rain showers moving through parts of the area. So some folks might not see much rainfall, just a light drizzle, while other areas could see anywhere for about 3/10 to 4/10 of an inch of rainfall on top of what we have already seen. 63 degrees overnight tonight. Winds out of the north and northeast, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, warming up into the upper 70s, starting off cloudy, but later in the afternoon and evening, that's when we do start to see some more sunshine move into the area. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, high in the mid-80s, but watch what happens. Cold front moves through the area, and behind it, drier air works its way in. And also Thursday, the first practice of the Packers
So exciting.
season. So exciting. Also, we do have the EAA Adventure all week long, so if you're picking kind of some more comfortable days to be outside all day, well, it looks like towards the end of the work week into the weekend.
Certainly time to do. A lot of things to choose from.
I know, so many, summer's starting to get towards the end of the season, so we got to pick and choose what we can do.
Do all you can.
There you
all right,
go.
thank you so much, Gino. It's still ahead on NBC 26 at 10. SIP competition in Hayward today as more than 100 people compete for the Lumberjack World Championships. Welcome back. Lumberjacks from all around, they're vying for the big prize this weekend. It's part of the annual Lumberjack World Championships held in Hayward. The events range from a log rolling, chopping, and a pole climb. One competitor we spoke with says it is a lot more intense than it looks.
People who do that are athletes par excellence, are the top tier, I would say, of competitors in terms of you got to be a little bit off, you got to be in wicked good shape, and you got to want it.
And the grand prize is $50,000, making this one of the largest paybacks for a lumberjack competition in the world. The Appleton Police Department took kids on a fishing trip today. It's part of the event called Badgers and Bobbers, where officers get kids involved in fishing. They were paired up with an officer and fish along the shores of the Fox River. Well, coming up in sports, can the Brewers finally put an end to their losing streak? Plus, a pair of Packer greats